Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Damara. I'm from English Literature NK5. Today, I'm going to take you to a remote village, Rumbia, to meet a true hero, Rara. Her story is not just a tale of a rural teacher's struggle, but a case study on idealism, resilience, and the moral dilemma within our educational system. I will be analyzing the conflicts in this short story. The title of this short story is The Sky Above the Rumbia School by Leni Marlina. Start with characteristic. A. What are the main conflicts faced by Rara, external and internal? The story of Rara is a complex portrait of a struggle. Externally, she must confront a harsh system. On one hand, she is fighting man versus society, the demands for modernization and school regulations deemed inefficient or too urban, which often clash with the reality and values of the Rumbia community. On the other hand, she also faces man versus nature, having to struggle in the source, limited, and geographically challenging environment of Rumbia. However, the toughest battles come from within, man versus self-conflict. But Rara consistently wrestles with self-doubt, fear of failure, and the fundamental dilemma: should she preserve the traditional values she believes in, or give it to the current of chance for the school's survival? B. How do these conflicts reflect larger social and environmental struggles? Rara's conflict is not merely a personal issue. This is a reflection of the larger social and environmental struggles in our nation. The debate regarding educational inefficiency represents the tug of war between rural values, local wisdom, and community-based education versus the agenda of urban progress and development. Meanwhile, the Rumbia setting itself emphasizes an environmental issue, highlighting the struggle between preserving the local identity tied to nature against the pressures of development or modernization that are often inevitable. Her school becomes a symbol of defense for both these values. C. What choices does Rara make that deepen the tension? In facing this storm of pressure, Rara makes courageous choices that significantly raise the stakes and deepen the tension. She chooses to stay and fight in Rumbia even though many fellow teachers might opt to leave. Fundamentally, she dares to integrate traditional Rumbia knowledge, its local wisdom, environment, and history into the curriculum despite the clashing with the modern criteria demanded by the education office. Through this action, she actively challenges authority figures for the sake of her conviction, making her a heroine fighting for the relevance of education for her community. D. How do the other characters respond differently to the same conflict? The diverse response of the other characters. The complexity of the struggle is further highlighted by the varied responses of the other characters. There are groups that are supportive, such as other teachers who agree with her vision, or parents who see their children achieving meaningful education. However, there are also those who are apathetic, feeling that fighting change is futile. Moreover, there might be parties that are opposed, such as certain local figures who might even advocate for the school's closure for the sake of efficiency or to follow general trends. This variety of responses underscores how difficult and motivated the issue faced by Rara is. E. What lesson does this story teach about resisting or accepting change? Finally, Rara's story offers a deep lesson about confronting change. The main lesson lies in the outcome of her action. Does she succeed in demonstrating that resistance rooted in strong value is necessary to protect local identity and wisdom? Or does she teach the wise acceptance and adaptation, finding a balance between preserving tradition and embracing new demands is the essential case to survive and growth? Her story is an invitation for us to reflect on when we should hold fast and when we should dare to negotiate with time. Maybe that's all for part 1, so I will continue to part 2. And thank you for watching, everyone.